Hi, today we're going to review how to use goals and one-on-one meetings in Peoplebox. So Peoplebox has some really cool features that are really going to be very helpful in setting your goals and also using the one-on-one meetings function. So from the main screen in Peoplebox, we'll go over how to set up goals. So you click on the goals, and from here it's very easy. You want to create goals, and this window will open up, and this is where you just type in what your objective is. What is the objective of your goal? So you type in the goal objective here. Oops. Here. And then what is the objective type? Is this just an individual goal for yourself? Is it for the entire department? Or it could also be a company-wide goal. Whatever the objective is, that's what you would select here. So I will select individual goal. And then from here, I can select whatever the due date of this goal is going to be. And if you click on the date bar, you can select the date here. You can go forward however far in advance you need to. We'll just select September 30th. And the owner of the goal, owner or owners, you can select more than one. So this is going to be a goal for myself. So I'm going to put my name here. And once you type in, then names will come up in the search. So I'll select myself. And I can also select the visibility for this goal. So if you want for it to be a private goal, then you would just select private. If it's okay for it to be public, then you can select public. If it's an individual goal, you have the choice to select whichever one you prefer. However, if it is a department goal or a company-wide goal, then the only option would be public, because obviously if it's a department goal or company-wide goal, then others would need to see it. So you'll see here, if I selected this as a department goal, public is the only visibility option that comes up. So this is an individual goal, and I will select public. And then what are my key results? You could possibly have more than one. If this is just one single goal, I just have one end result that I need to do, then I would just type in whatever the key result is of that goal here. And I would select how I want to track the progress. If I just want it binary, which is just simply complete or incomplete. If I want to do it by a number, maybe there's a certain number of goal that I'm trying to reach. Maybe there's a certain number of new hires for the department in a certain amount of time. I would put that number if that's how I want to track that goal. If it's a dollar goal, maybe it's a certain dollar in sales per quarter that I'm trying to achieve. Or if there's a percentage, maybe it's a long goal that I'll be tracking as I go along, and I might want to track it using percentages so that I can see how far along I am and track it as I go. And then I would select the due date. Again, if it's just this one goal, one key result, then I'm just going to select the same date. If I want additional key results, like maybe there are various steps throughout that goal that I want to achieve. So I can have different key results, and for each of those, maybe I want to achieve, maybe give myself a deadline of smaller dates before this big deadline up here. So I can put a different deadline here. I can select another key result, another deadline, and so on. So you can do as many of those key results as you would like. So then I just click on Save and Create, and I forgot to binary, there we go. Okay, and there we have our goal. And once our goal is set, anytime that we want to go in and update our goal, we can do so. So once your goal is created, you can go in and access the goal, make changes to your goal, and any updates, anything that you need to at any time. So if you were at the home page, click on goals, and your goals are going to show up here. As long as you want to look at this search bar here and see how you're looking at goals. So I want to see what goals are assigned to me, because maybe my supervisor may have of creative goals for me. I may have assigned myself goals and I want to see all of my goals. So from here, I can just click on the goal that I want to look at. If I want to go in and make any updates whatsoever, I just click on check-in, and maybe I just want to make note of the progress. I might want to make the note just so that I know for myself, or if my goal is set as public, or if my supervisor gave me this goal, maybe I just want to put an update just so that she can check on that as well. I would just type in progress here. And for this goal, I have it set as the progress is binary, so it's just incomplete or complete. So there's nothing I'm going to change here. If I were tracking based on percentages or something else, maybe I wanted to hire, say, 4 new hires this quarter for my department. And I was tracking by numbers, and maybe I just hired somebody that I could update the progress here based on numbers. Or if I had a certain percentage I was tracking, then I can adjust that percentage here. But this is the binary progress, so I'm just going to type in what my update is, check in, and then this gives whatever notes I put here. So I can go back and check, or if my supervisor wanted to check, or anybody else in the company, if it's a public goal, then anybody could check on that goal as well. Anytime you want to view goals, you access the same way. You just go into your goals and you can select how you want to view them. Maybe if they're just goals that I created myself, or any that anyone else assigned the goals to me, or any other goals. If I want to look at company goals that are set, manager goals, any of my peer goals, department goals, any goals that I want to see, I can just select here from the drop-down menu, and then all of those goals will come up, and I can select on any one that I would like, and I can go in and view the progress of that goal. If I want to search goals, again, same thing. Anytime I want to search for anything at all, I would search here. If I am looking for a goal and it's not coming up here, and I know that there is a goal in there, then you'll want to check the filter by due date, because it's possible that maybe it's outside of the date range that you have set here. So you can go in here, you can change the search date, start to finish, whatever that filter range is that you would like, or you can select by quarters or the current year. So if a goal is not coming up and you've used the drop-down menu here, it's not showing up for you, then also just check the filter by due date, and it could quite possibly be that you need to change those dates. And the next very cool option here in Peoplebox is the one-on-one meetings. This is a really, really great way for you to have your one-on-ones with your supervisor or anybody else in the company that you have to have regular meetings with. It's a great way to have notes and follow-up and goals. Any of that can be tracked right here, and it's really, really easy to use. So if I go into one-on-one meetings, any one-on-one meetings that I've had scheduled so far are going to show up here. So they always stay here. Once you've had your meetings, there they are, so you can always go back and refresh your memory if you needed to look anything up. Some really cool options with the one-on-one meetings are that you can add talking points. Your supervisor can add talking points. And it's a great way to communicate and to just kind of keep track in between before your next one-on-one meeting. So once this meeting was scheduled, as after the meeting before that, as the week goes by, as things were coming up that I was thinking about that I wanted to bring up as talking points, I would just go right in here to the meeting. I would open it up. If I was at Peoplebox, I would just go to one-on-one meetings. This is the next meeting that was scheduled for me. So as things came into my mind that I wanted to bring up as talking points, I would just go right here and add them. Very easy to do. Right here, add talking points, enter, and there it is. So you can add as many as you would like. And my supervisor did the same thing. As talking points came up that she wanted to bring up, she would just go in here and add them. And we can both see what each other has added, which is really nice, because then it kind of gives us the opportunity to plan and prepare. So if I see, that she has listed some talking points for me, I can review them, and that way, if it's something that I might need to think about or maybe prepare for or gather information, then I have plenty of time to do that before the meeting, which is a really nice option. And if there are any notes maybe that I want to add that I don't want it to be a talking point, it's not something that I want to really mention ahead of time, that maybe it's just some small notes that I just want to remember for myself, I can write those down here, and it says right here, it's private, only visible to you. So it would only be visible to myself. Again, if there happened to be maybe some points that I wanted to bring up the call, but I didn't want to put it up here to show ahead of time. It wasn't anything necessary that I felt that had to give any preview on. It was just something that I might want to remember for myself. And another great feature with talking points is that maybe if you don't necessarily have anything to bring up, but it would be a good idea to have some things to bring up, or maybe you want to have get some ideas. Over here, Peoplebox gives some suggested talking points, and they also have various categories. So maybe you want to talk about career growth, but you're not really sure even what questions to ask. You can click here on career growth, and then all these really great talking points come up here. So if you can scroll through here, and this could give you some ideas, which would be great to add over here. You just click on the plus button, it'll pop up right over here. And then it gives you some really great questions to bring up in your one-on-one to make your one-on-ones as productive as possible. So you have that option there as well. And that's the overview. So that just kind of gives you the overview on the goals and the one-on-one meetings. Really, really great features to have to really help you to be productive. And if you have any questions at all, just let us know.